Okay, today's last sessions is a modal choice split models. Yeah. And when you try to develop the trip distribution model from between A to B, how many trips is emerged? And how many trips is by public transport or private? There will be the examinations. Yes, but also there are several ways to develop the modal split model. For the so-called large scale demand forecasting model, modal share curve models is developed. And second one is most typical one is focusing on the people's preference, people's mode choice intentions. Project model is developed. This page shows about this one is a modal share curve models. Yes, this is for the targeted the travel modes are limited to only two, sometimes walk versus mode or private car or public. And according to the calculations of the actual traffic based on the OD pair and travel time, travel cost, drawing this and the probability of the public transport or probability of the travel times. Probability of the private car is compared. And like I explained in previous sessions, then the plotted values is prepared. Then the travel mode choice path is developed like this. Then logic models is focusing on the people's intensities to choose the travel modes. For example, this video shows the which kind of video game software, video game hardware must be selected by process. Then there, for example, when you want to play the game during the bus, you want to purchase the so-called port. But when you want to try to play the game in your house, such kind of in-house game software will be purchased. And the mode choice also says, according to the travel time and the travel cost and the level of service, you will choose which travel mode must be selected by you. Then the travel time, travel cost, and the travel service will be compared. This is converted into the utility of public transport and utility of private car is prepared. Then following utility functions is compared and the probability converted to the probability of mode choice. On this one, and the logic model have the aggregated one and disaggregated ones. Then the aggregated models is based on the actual individual trips and the based on the regression analysis, it is developed. On the other hand, the disaggregated models is also same as the targeted by the individual trips. However, the some dimension must hold as a maximum likelihood estimations. Then the probability of the mode choice will be developed. Related travel choice show this travel modes and the same as previously, the travel time by car and travel cost by bus and car is compared and the modal share by public transport for the actual mode choice is likely developed. Then the following items is developed. So the probability of public transport, the probability of the car is merged. Yes. Then there how the travel modes, the travel mode choices parameters will be defined and to develop to estimate the future modal share for the private car and public transport. This one is aggregation values. So that from the aggregation from the regression analysis also, then the intersect travel time and travel cost to parameters is like using estimated English versus using the Excel. Then the negative sign. So the tips, the positive or negative sign of the parameter must be considered carefully. Then for example, the travel times and the travel cost is when the travel time and travel cost is positive, it means longer travel times modes is selected by the users. No one consider it. And sometimes longer and expensive travel mode is selected as a users. This is meaning the survey was wrong or model was wrong. So they need to carefully check about the sign of positive or negative of the parameter.
I have a question.
Right.
What if the coefficient, the intercept is negative? Will it affect the result?
For example, yes, and if the travel times and travel cost is totally same between the private car and the public transport, which model you use?
Sorry, which?
Travel times and travel cost is same between private car and public transport.
So I will use car
Yes.
if I have car.
Yes. So everyone thinks so. Yes, because it is more convenient.
Yeah.
It's converted into this intercept. So that for example, if this intercept is go to the sides, it must be minus public transport business. So that it is considered the so-called convenience or some clearness, privacy, or clearance, safety. Everything it can't be collected from the reference surveys. Will be summarized as this intercept. And this one video shows how to develop that from the total OD, the possibility of public transports. Yes, how to develop that. It can be divided into the bus OD, car OD. This is just the exercise of the related project. Then second one is the disaggregated logical models. Then, yes, I need to explain this item 3 also. Then this one showing in the disaggregated logical models, the estimation of the parameters is made by the maximum likelihood estimation methods. This is to show the goodness of fit of a statistical model to a sample of data for given values of the unknown parameters. Then this example showing the sum, you can make a coin toss 6 times. In those cases, usually speaking, the coin showing the hands up, hands up means the result. Yes, usually generally considers the probability to show the handing up the coins must be the 2.1, 2 per 1. However, when you try 6 times, surprisingly, 5 times for hands up. In that cases, what's the probability to show handing up is statistically speaking, the probability must be 6 per 5, regardless the actual situations. Then this formula about how to likelihood methods with thinking about the goodness of the statistical models. And when you try to plotting these fields, then the likelihood achieved to the maximum values will be the probability of these model choices. Yeah, and let me read the sum. When a behavior is modeled by logical model, likelihood can be defined as a probability to realize that. Yes, the maximum likelihood estimation called MLE is to estimate the parameter so that this likelihood will be maximum. Oh, a little bit difficult to explain. But anyway, they're throwing these methodologies there. The parameters of the logit models, disaggregated logit models was developed. Yes. Then this one same also the parameter of the utility functions and their travel times and travel cost. That individualized the logit model is used to find probability of each person's mode choices. Then the same as the previous I explained, and the utility of car and the utility of public transport is modeled. Then the possibility of car and the possibility of public transport is likely estimated. Then the other type of the logit model, the binary logit models, meaning so you choose public transport or car, and walk or travel modes, walk or motorized modes, the private or public or mass or rail, such kind of binary logit models were also developed. Then this is used in the new plan study. Then multi-nominal logit models is not only for the two models, two choices, 3 or 4 choice models listed. For example, you have a choice for the commuting from your house to workplaces, private car, public transport, or taxi would be there. Then each functions, each utilities of the modes with compared, then the possibility of choosing the private mode, public transport, and taxi is defined. Then third one is the nested logit models. This one is also a little bit complicated. However, when you're trying to develop the two groups, each travel modes, which seems to be similar. For example, car and carpooling, bus and train can be classified into private choice and public choices. But apparently seems to be the combination of the binary logit models. However, the logsum functions, which is called as to develop the nested logit models, was introduced in the nested logit. Then why the nested logit models is developed? Yes. For example, for James-san, commuting from public transport or bicycle is same utility. I'm not sure which is better for you. However, if you have a possibility to choose the public transport is 50% and bicycle is 50%. Yes. Then in that cases, and your bus is red color. Yes. Then one day, the new bus with blue color is introduced in your city. But they are totally same route, same price, same travel times. So how do the possibility to use the mode choices change? Actually, you don't mind about the color of the public transport. So the mode choice must be same, blue or red too. So the mode choice model is 50% and 50%. However, in the multi-nominal logit models, in the other structure of the public transport model choice, you can see the following all travel modes which existed in the cities is compared. As a result, if the same blue bus, just the blue bus is operated, the possibility to choose the private car, blue bus, red bus, and the bicycle is 33%, 33%, 33%. So that if this one can be considered as a folder, maybe used as residents in the Nairobi metropolitan area, they commuting the bus. sometimes using the process. When BRT is developed, yes, so if the multinomial logit model is upright, then intentionally you can using multinomial logit model intentionally. However, then when you consider about the people's real behavior, developing the nested logit models, plus and BRT or private models is more reasonable to explain for the future travel demands. Yes. Then we have in the as I explained 2 days before, and we have conducted the stated preference survey about the travel choice mode choice behavior with the BRT. Yes, stated preference methods are used to identify the behavioral response to choice from the alternatives, including which are not related to the cities. Then in some sessions, I explained this that there are some aggregated logit models or some things is based on the today's behaviors. However, that currently BRT is developed or commuter rail is upgraded, then the city's travel mode choice behavior might be changed drastically. But currently there is not existed yet. So we have conducted some stated preference questions. Yes, the BRT is developed. Image, it looks like very beautiful pictures, unlike today. It's introduced so that your mode choice behavior might be changed drastically. So that like this, you have a following mode choice alternatives. Which modes will you want to choose? Sometimes, yes, such kind of question and answer might be different with the people's actual behavior. But need to consider it. However, based on these results, the mode choice models will be developed. Next. Then along the BRT corridor, 2 kilometers from the BRT line 2, then nearly 1,000 sample households and university students and office workers are developed.